One of the most professional decisions an electrician can make is knowing when not to proceed. I know it's a bit of an ego thing, but this escalation test gives you the simple way to decide when a linear lighting installation has moved beyond safe assumptions and into the engineering territory. This isn't about slowing projects down, it's about preventing long term failures, liability, and rework by recognizing when the risk has quietly increased. The escalation test is if two or more of the following are true, escalation is recommended. And I know you're probably saying, well, this is what I was given, but you always want to cover yourself, someone knowledgeable, position yourself as an expert, and most importantly, do the right thing. So the application is high stress. So you have long run times, high output, it's enclosed, and other specifiers are unaware of these parameters. You want to raise it. The driver, the transformer loading feels tight, and especially if you're not taking into consideration the power factor of that device, that's going to impact the power demands. Cable lengths or voltage drops are near limits. Controls add complexity or uncertainty, so your devices are being overloaded or things are being done or drawn or shown that doesn't make sense. Design details restrict heat dissipation. Failures would be costly or visible. This doesn't mean that the job is wrong. It just means it needs a little engineering tweaking to ensure that the installation goes from working now to working for a very long time reliably. So escalation isn't weakness, it's risk management. And I want you to run this test on your next job. If two or more boxes are checked, document it, communicate the need for engineering input early. This protects the system and most of all, your reputation. Please check our resources because we have that test. So you can print it, read it anytime you need. And just, it's a very simple system. It's 10 minutes to learn this. And it'll always be stuck in your head. A, B, C, D, E. A simple way to communicate this is just to simply say, this installation will work as specified, but to ensure it performs long term, it needs engineering review. That's how we avoid issues later on. Sometimes the communication is a real challenge when we're dealing with a lot of egos and a lot of different people in positions. Um, I've dealt with it where engineers have insisted it has to be this way. And over time, I've built trust where they kind of just say, yeah, you do you. So communicate the challenge to other people in the project so that you protect yourself and most of all, you protect your reputation. Next, we'll focus on using everything you've learned on your very next job quickly and confidently.